That is just such perfect advice when you think Dan actually gave me some advice. We were recently hiring engineers for our new venture.
Yeah.
And was sort of coming across sort of similar personality types. And Dan shared with me, and I want you to share with them, your process for, cultural and personality fit before technical fit.
Yeah. So, as Brian said, the DNA of a company is set in that first few people, and it is the DNA. It will stay with the company even if the founders leave. It's permanent. And if you're doing that, you absolutely have to stand for something, which is to say the company has to be what it wants to be. You decide on something. We're the people who do this. And other people, maybe great people, but they're not a part of your culture. And some are very friendly and warm. Some are very aggressive sales cultures where, it's all about the numbers. But you need to find the people who care about that thing. And one of our goals in talking about and recruiting for Chill is that we scare off a lot of people. The first time I talk to someone, I hope that half the people or more, the people who wouldn't be a fit with our culture say, who the hell was that? That's the craziest thing. I would never ever join that company. That's great if we scare off a bunch of people. The next thing that we really do is we do what we call cultural interview. So we spend time and make sure people on our team have actually spent time with the people we're looking to hire. So, being a techie, I can grill people in a technical interview. We can come up with programming questions that they won't be able to answer and figure out, where the boundaries of their knowledge are. But that's not the first interview. We want to know, this is someone who we want to work with. Because as Brian mentioned, the first company we did, I know a lot of amazing engineers. And what we did was we hired all the best engineers we knew. We said, come join us. And everyone was a huge prima donna.
That's not a culture, hiring the best people, by the way.
Yeah, it's hiring the best at their job, right? And they each were specialists at their thing, but they each wanted to prove I'm the best engineer in the world. So they'd be constantly battling each other, showing off, and it wasn't about a team, and it wasn't about a culture. So we want people who are great all-around people, and then we want people who fit our culture, and it has to stand for something, or it just doesn't work.
Well, and we have sort of core values. Perhaps we don't put them on the board in a cheesy manner. We don't have a gong, or we don't have any of these stupid things that people do when something happens. They all shake something, but
it's cool if that's the company you're building.
That's fine if that's what you like. I think we honor incredible flexibility and incredible intellectual flexibility. And I'm going to point out Andrew, who's standing right over there. Andrew went to SC. He came in as sort of a core metrics guy, very, very good at understanding how to work with software, very good at understanding how to extrapolate information out of big data sets. He was not a programmer. And, rarely do you come across someone who's out of school by years, and he decided, 7 months ago, I'm going to become a programmer. And now he's a Python programmer, and he went from sort of metrics and sort of business stuff to the programming side. But I think that's indicative of our culture. We have those type of people, and that's just what we honor. And it doesn't have to, you guys don't have to be like that. And I would stress, don't be like that. Find out what your rhythm is and what your natural beat is, and go after that. But if you don't have something you stand for, you'll never be able to recruit the best people.